Couple of changes, Brian Vera alongside Justin Glad. No Marcelo Silva. Paulo Ruiz returns to the starting 11 alongside Brian Ojeda. Jefferson Savarino on one side, Andres Gomez on the other. Danny Musovski, former LAFC player, spearheading the attack alongside Rubio. Yeah, probably the surprise 2-1 loss on the road at San Jose. 3 changes. Ryan Hollingshead comes in at right back. Kellen Acosta with Timothy Tillman right in front of Ilie Sanchez. Denny Bouanga on one side, Quadopoku on the opposite side, Carlitos Vela spearheading the attack.
We are underway. The man in the middle, Pierre-Luc Lossier, one of our Canadian officials, leading the way here. Rubin, Savarino, head of steam. Challenging Daniel Maldonado, the better number 10s, lays it off. Gomez gets it back. Savarino too heavy.
Well, he did everything right until that touch with the outside of his right foot. He's isolated one-on-one with Maldonado, who had a tough time in San Jose on the game-winning goal. Quick little 1-2, he gets spun, doesn't stick with his man. You see the recovering slide from Aaron Long, but it's the touch right here, outside of the right foot, just gets away from him.
Plenty of time for Cheeky Palacios.
Yeah, Max, I think there's one thing that we should talk about is Pablo Mastroeni has switched up his system.
Oh, it's in there for Poco! Flag is down, LAFC in front! He was out of the starting 11, he's back and he's scoring! The traveling support.
Third time, a simple ball up over the top, and look at Oviedo on this left-hand side. Watch the number 3 outside left back for Real Salt Lake. That's just poor defending. You talk about such an experienced player not recognizing that Opoku is internal. At a bare minimum, he's got to cover the shoulder of Vera. He doesn't. Give full credit to that man, Mahalo Opoku. What a run, what a touch, what a finish. Nothing the goalkeeper can do, even though McMath gets a touch. Still picks out the upper left-hand corner and gives LAFC a much-deserved 1-0 lead.
Forward pairing, Anderson, Julio, they're hoping for him to be back very soon. Bouanga! Oh! That was naughty! An absolute thunderbolt as LAFC double their advantage from who else?
When we talk about spending money and the needs for Real Salt Lake, that is not the case for LAFC. And remember, when Denny Bouanga was signed last year, everyone was saying, well, hold on, why? Why are you spending this money on this player when you have the group and the trifecta that LAFC had last season? Well, that's why Max Bredos just powers through, takes a touch from Justin Glad on the way in. Zach McMath can't get strong enough of a touch over. And that's just laces, left foot, power, placement, accuracy. And he absolutely hits the target.
This gold standard LAFC team, but enough in that first 45 minutes to tell you that the Claret and Cobalt have a shot. We'll see how they look to their bench. Second half underway. It's like Bertin Jacquesson will be one of the players coming in. And maybe Anelli as it comes the other way for Bouanga. And he was onside, and normally he would put those away.
Both coming in, which you would say that maybe both Rubio Rubin and Danny Musovski are going to see their numbers pulled that potentially Napoli has.
Jacquesson knocked down by McCarthy. What did you think about that? Because to me, it almost sounded like, yeah, I want an American player who's talented, but I also want an American player to hit the market.
Yeah, they know the market. Gets inside away from Palacios, a little drag and creates space, and
switches that to Oviedo. Good turn, Anderson. Julio! Daniel Maldonado, who committed that penalty against San Jose, but that was a good tackle there.
Yeah, great tackle, full stretch, and he has to go full stretch. Big trouble. Not only can the ball get across the face of goal, that toe poke, brilliant toe poke from Maldonado. But if he missed, he's incredulous right now with the fourth official. Another non-call not going in his favor.
5 minutes to go. Tillman. Oh, Bouanga. Some contact by Vera. And penalty. Penalty for LAFC. A chance to put the bow on it here. The final 5 minutes. There was contact. Not a whole lot. But Vera paying a very heavy price for it.
Well, we're talking about offensive phase of play, and this is something that will be looked at. Listen, there's a bump, and Bouanga has goal side. And I don't think there's enough, even if it's soft right there as he goes to ground. The moment that the referee makes this call, now the question, as always with VAR, this is where we're at. Jorge Gonzalez, is there a clear and obvious mistake for?
It is going to be Mari Bogusz to take this penalty. Review complete. Bogusz tucks it away, and LAFC have sealed up 3 points with 3 goals here in Sandy, Utah. The first goal in Major League Soccer for the Polish midfielder.
To potentially make it 3-0 in the first half. Now, it's soft, right? It's a soft penalty. But again,
how are they going to turn that?
We're stuck in the continued narrative with VAR as if it's a clear and obvious mistake. Is it soft? Yeah. But the moment that he makes the decision, much like we saw in the first half, by not making the decision, there's no clear and obvious mistake. Bogusz, he opens up his accounts for LAFC. Uh-oh.
Driven in. It's got a shot. Zach McMath has had a nice evening, although those 2 goals.
And by the way, not for nothing, you kind of notice little things. He didn't have to give Bogusz that penalty. He could have taken that penalty himself.
For sure.
You can tell there's a lot of good vibes right now surrounding LAFC.
100%. And Real Salt Lake probably don't want to see LAFC again anytime soon. That's the 7th straight win by the reigning MLS Cup champions over RSL. And if not for that late Seattle goal, this would put LAFC in first place in the Western Conference. They'll have to settle for second. In the meantime, another clean sheet. Denny Bouanga's the top scorer in MLS. Can I continue on? LAFC continue to show the league the way.